All right. Hi, Monet. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm so glad that we get to chat today. I know we've been able to chat in the past, but it's been such a long time, and you've been up to so many great things. And um,
So many
since,
things. Great is subjective.
yes,
Great is
yeah,
subjective, but definitely some things.
yeah, no, I think they are great, and everybody else thinks that as well. Since we saw you in that iconic Katy Perry lip sync on Drag Race All Star 7, you have been busy with the capital Z, right? We're gonna talk about all your projects and how life be lifin', right? But I just want to ask, how your life has really changed since you have been skyrocketed into this queer pop culture universe.
I really haven't stopped working and gigging around since season 10, always trying to do a thing. I like staying busy. I like giving myself new tasks and new avenues to express my artistry and my creativity, whether that be stand up, doing opera now, whether that be some R&B, whether that be a one-woman show, just always digging into a new avenue that I think needs my attention or that I want to give my attention. And, with there being so many girls, I definitely am grateful to still be out here working and trucking along. Because, I don't take it lightly that not everyone is doing that. And so I'm always very grateful to be doing my thing.
Yeah, and I mean, part of that is also trying to keep like your mental health and your physical health up to
Mhm.
par, right? I think everybody wants to know how you're staying healthy and I mean, essentially snatched lately, right? We know we're living for those thirst traps.
Ah, what thirst traps? I don't post thirst traps, David. How dare you? Yeah, I think, listen, I really have fallen in love with working out. Working out is something that I've done all my life, but never been like in love with it. And over the past, I will say 2.5, 3 years, I really like love doing it. Like I try to work out like literally every day. And doing like a full workout. Like I will go to my full workout at the gym, which is like an hour and a half, hour 45 and which ends with like 15 minutes of cardio. Then I get home and I run on my Peloton for like another 15, 20 minutes. I'm just always, because it really does, the chemical reaction that happens with exercise, it really does do me in. Like if starting my day off that way helps me be able to tackle my day and then, get in my pool and post a picture in my bikini afterwards. Why not?
Yeah, that also keeps you, gets the endorphins going, right?
Get
Mm,
something going.
yeah. One of the things that sets you apart from others is your incredible voice and the years of training that you've had, in music. What has it been like to release your musical album, Great Rainbow? And what does your musical inspiration, where does it come from?
I've always loved R&B music. R&B music is something that I have always had a passion for ever since I got the Brandy Never Say Never album. And I fell in love with her voice, her storytelling ability, how in those little runs and little moments, she's telling you so much, but also sometimes I feel not enough. And I just love R&B music. So when I was going on this journey of creating my own like full length full length LP, because there are two parts of obvi. There's a second part coming, Great Volume 1 and Volume 2. And altogether there are 16 songs. I thought, let's break it up, 8 and 8. So it's been I'm happy to see to see how people have received it feels really good. And now people are putting out their Spotify Wraps, and I see that I was like someone's listened to me for 597 minutes, and Beyonce was 596. I was like, I was a minute more than Beyonce.
Mhm.
Okay. So I think to me that is a testament to myself that people are digesting my music and they really are enjoying it. And yeah, I'm having a blast doing that. I love creating R&B. I love it so much.
Right. We need one of those have you ever anthems from Monet, right?
Literally, have you ever? Literally my favorite Brandy song ever. So good.
Aside from music, who or what inspires you overall?
Ooh, who or what inspires me overall? This might be a little corny answer, but I posted recently a picture of my grandmother who is 79 years old. And my grandmother is such a strong, proud, sweet woman. And I think it took me until like adulthood to really realize that and to really like see that in her. And I just like sometimes I get choked up even talking about her because she's a woman, she's been through so much. And she has done so much for me to afford me the opportunities I have. Like when I graduated college, I didn't have any friends or anything in the city. Because I know the way for 4 years and I didn't, and I'm someone also, I'm a very I will do shit by myself. I will like do shit to my detriment alone to not ask for help. And my grandmother, her ass, like she helped me move all of my furniture into my two-story walk-up apartment in New York by herself. Me and my grandmother carrying my fucking furniture, my bed. Like she's just such a strong, amazing woman. I just love her so much. I told her that I got foot surgery recently, and she's like cooking up all my favorite meals for me and like
Mhm.
freezing them and setting them overnight so I can have some warm home cooked meals over my month off. So I just love her so much, and I do a lot of what I do. I didn't realize I was doing it to make her proud and to please her. And as long as she sees it and she's happy with it, I love it.
That's sweet. Do you think some of your, drag persona, who you are when you perform, some of it comes from her?
No, because Monet is a nasty bitch, and my grandmother, I cannot imagine or fathom my grandmother coming to some of my stand-up shows. I'm like, those are off limits for you, grandma. You can come see me at Lincoln Center. You can come see me do something a little more highbrow, hopefully at the Met, one of these days. But as far as it goes with seeing my stand-up and my one-woman show, grandma, that's not for you,
Okay, good. Yeah, we don't need her hearing of all the D stories.
girl, girl.
So you're also making a big name for yourself in podcasting with Sibling Rivalry with Bob the Drag Queen and now Monét Talks. You've also had a podcast for a while with Lady Bunny, Ebony and Ivory. What has that journey for you been like as a storyteller?
I just love to talk. Talking is like really one of my favorite things. I used to get in trouble for it all the time in school. Every report card, it would be like, Kevin is really smart, he's really bright, but he won't stop socializing. Kevin won't stop talking. It's literally, I used to get popped upside my head so many times because I would not shut the fuck up. So now I'm an adult, I can like have a successful career doing that thing that I love to do, which is talking so much. And I think one of my proudest moments in my career so far has been getting my talk show exchange rate. I love doing that show. It was really great, a really good avenue for me. So everything I do, I realized this earlier. Everything I do is kind of pulling from that show. Like I did Monet's Slumber Party, which was like a panel show with like five guests, and we talked to like roundtable topics about love and sex. That's a segment we did on exchange rate. The interview with a celebrity guest. That's kind of what Monet Talks has become. And in the winter, they have some. I'm beefing up my YouTube channel, so I have some like really fun videos and ideas coming out about that, which are kind of more segments of kind of pulled from exchange rate and kind of made it into its own thing. So I'm excited. Talking is my favorite thing to do, and sibling rivalry is one of my favorite things because it's with my best friend, and people love that show because we're just super honest. So whether we're really angry, really sad, really happy, we're just put it all out. Bob and I don't really fake the funk; it's not part of who we are, and I think that's why it resonates with people so much.
For sure, you can definitely feel the love, regardless of whether it's tough love or good love, right?
Yeah.
So now let's chat about your upcoming North American tour of Life Be Lifin. You'll be hitting up venues across the US and Canada in January. Tell me about it. How has it been to craft this very intimate, albeit funny, look at your life?
It's been a journey. When I set out to do the show, I knew I wanted to do a one-woman show, and I didn't quite know it was going to be this show at all, actually. But I was thinking about it, and I was like, I had recently seen Ben de la Creme do Fully Committed, and I was like, I thought she was so. I mean, I've seen more than her show, but that one was the most recent one I had seen, and she's just so brilliant in how she can craft a woman's show. So I hit her up. I was like, "Hey, girl, can I just have lunch with you? I want to pick your brain about your process for a one woman show." And she like gave me some tips and tricks, and I set out to write it. And then a few days later, I got a call from her. She's like, "Hey, girl." So about the meeting we had the other day, I want to be a part of this journey with you. And she was like, would you like be open to that? I was like, absolutely. So she came on to direct it and she just helped guide me in like the way I was going. Like I would write. And when I tell you write, bitch, I am writing for my life. Like my life depended on it. I have all these stories. And she was like, okay, great. What about this one? Tell me more about this one. And then I'll write about that. And she's like, ooh, those 20 pages were great, but I want to know about these five. Can you give me more details about that? And she just helped funnel me and direct me in a way to like get out what I wanted to say. And she helped to thread the needle to make it the story that people are going to see on stage. And I'm so, so, so proud of the show because it is a journey. People are laughing throughout the show. They're gasping, they're crying, and I get really vulnerable. And I love the show a lot. I really do.
Without, giving too much away because we want people to go and watch
Mhm.
it for themselves, right? What kind of things about your life or, what can people expect from the show?
I think people can expect this journey of me finding my voice, whether that be jerking off with a basement with a and as you sip your coffee with a mutual friend, whether that is getting broken up with at a gay bar in San Jose, or whether that is me having to stand up to some teachers or some elders throughout my life in the way that I can do it. And I go through all these anecdotes and all these stories, and but I'm doing it very unapologetically me, how I've kind of worked my way through my life, good, bad, and ugly, and it's a fun journey. I'm always so pleased to see the tweets and sorry, the blue skies, and the Insta stories about people being so gagged that of what they saw. It was so unexpected, and that makes me feel good that I'm giving people this thing that they didn't think I was capable of or they weren't expecting.
Well, I mean, you kind of tease a little bit about, this, jerking off in the basement with this buddy of yours from in high school, right?
Middle
Um,
school, middle school.
Middle school. Oh my God,
I I'm a New
you were little.
Yorker. I'm a New Yorker. We're fast, girl. We are fast.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a story that will really resonate with, the queer community specifically. And you really get very vulnerable in the set, and I thought that that was like really awesome to see from you, right? Because all we know is what's been televised, obviously, and it's all very edited. And because this is a very personal story, or these are very personal stories to you, I think it's really awesome. And so
Thank
I'm
you.
excited for people to experience that.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you've already shared a little bit about, what other projects you have going on, but do you want to expand or share like anything that you can share right now? What's coming up in store for you?
When is this coming out?
This will be it'll be before your tour, so it'll be probably
Okay.
before the end of this year. Yeah.
Yeah, so this people know this. I'm hosting the pit stop for this next season of Drag
Oh.
Race. So the first quarter of the year is going to be all that, which I'm very excited about. A new batch of bitches to make fun of and laugh at them
Mhm.
in jest and to haze them into submission. So I'm doing the pit stop. I'm doing this tour. Next year is going to be a lot of stand up. I'm doing a lot of stand up dates. I'm going back to just stand up and out of the one woman show world for a while because I've been doing the show since summer 23. So I'm ready to hang that up and move on to the next thing, which is stand up. I'm working on a new hour. And honestly, really like my first real hour stand up. I have a special that I came out before, but it was my first time ever doing stand up. I recorded it like at the beginning. So people don't know, like when you see a stand-up comedian present their hour special on TV, something they've been working on for a while. Sometimes a
Mhm.
year, 2 years, it is like in their bones. The first special I ever did, I did it after the first time I ever told those jokes. So it's fine, but I'm really excited to work and craft this amazing hour stand-up and put that out in a year or two. So that's what this year is. I have volume 2 of Gurimo coming out, which is going to be um more up tempo because volume 1 was more sweet and a little contemplative. Volume 2 is a little is more party, so I'm excited for that. Those are the big thing, and also Monet talks. We're really beefing up lots of great guests, and I want to do more Monet talks.
Looking forward to that for sure. All right. Thank you so much. I know
Thank you,
you're a
darling.
busy, busy woman, so it's good to see you.
Thank you so much. You too.